2026 Yamaha XT600. Some motorcycles carry a story. They are not just machines, they are legends that live on across decades, connecting riders from the past with those of the future. One such motorcycle is the Yamaha XT series, a name that has meant freedom, durability, and resilience for riders all over the world. When Yamaha first released the XT500 in the 1970s, it redefined what dual-purpose motorcycles could be. It was raw, it was simple, and it could take a rider anywhere, from paved roads to wild trails, without complaint. That legacy grew with the XT600, a bike that became the trusted companion of adventurers across continents. Now in 2026, Yamaha has resurrected the XT600, bringing back not just a motorcycle, but a spirit, a way of riding that values simplicity, endurance, and the thrill of the unknown. This is the 2026 Yamaha XT600, and it might just be the most honest motorcycle of our time. At first sight, the XT600 looks like it belongs both in the past and the future. Yamaha has chosen not to go for extreme, aggressive styling, but instead to keep the design rugged, simple, and functional. A round LED headlight sits proudly at the front, a direct nod to the classic XT models of the past. The tank is slim, the seat narrow but supportive, and the bike carries itself with an upright stance that says one thing clearly: I am ready for anything. The styling is clean, uncluttered, and purposeful, reminding us that the XT was never meant to be a showpiece. It was always a tool, and the 2026 version continues that tradition. The engine is the soul of the XT600, and Yamaha has stayed true to its roots while bringing it up to modern standards. The single-cylinder 600cc engine delivers about 50 horsepower, but more importantly, it produces a thick wave of torque that comes early and strong. This is the kind of power delivery that makes you feel in control, whether you're tackling steep climbs, crawling over rocks, or cruising comfortably on open highways. Unlike multi-cylinder engines that love high revs, this big single works best in the low and mid-range, exactly where an adventure rider needs it. Yamaha has tuned it to be smoother than the thumpers of old, with less vibration and better fuel efficiency, but it still carries that raw mechanical feel that riders love. It's an engine you can trust, one that feels like it will run forever with basic maintenance, just like the classic XTs that conquered deserts and jungles decades ago. Of course, modern riders expect modern features, and Yamaha has delivered them without overcomplicating the bike. The XT600 comes with switchable ABS, a traction control system designed for dirt and gravel, and multiple riding modes, including an off-road setting that relaxes the electronics and lets the rider take full control. For purists, everything can be turned off, leaving the bike raw and simple, just as it was in the old days. This balance between old-school mechanical honesty and modern-day convenience makes the XT600 incredibly appealing to a wide range of riders. The frame is built to be tough, not fragile. Yamaha chose a steel backbone frame, prioritizing strength and repairability over lightweight exotic materials. It's the kind of design that inspires confidence because you know it can take abuse. The suspension is long travel, with over 200 millimeters at both ends, soaking up bumps, rocks, and ruts with ease. The bike rides on a 21-inch front wheel and an 18-inch rear, both spoked and fitted with dual-purpose tires. Whether you're on pavement, dirt, or sand, the XT600 feels ready. It's light, nimble, and easy to maneuver, but at the same time solid and stable. Yamaha has managed to keep the weight down, making it accessible even to newer riders who want to try adventure riding without wrestling a huge machine. On the road, the XT600 feels surprisingly composed. The tall stance and wide handlebars give you confidence in traffic. The suspension eats potholes for breakfast, and the engine pulls strongly, even at low speeds. It can cruise at highway speeds without strain, but its true personality shines the moment you leave the asphalt. On gravel roads, forest trails, or rocky paths, the XT600 feels alive. The torque-rich engine, combined with the tall suspension and narrow frame, makes it a natural off-roader. It doesn't intimidate the rider. Instead, it encourages you to explore further, to try that unknown path, to push a little beyond your comfort zone. The cockpit is simple, yet functional. A compact digital display shows the essentials: speed, revs, fuel level, and trip data. A USB-C charging port sits ready for navigation devices or phones. An optional Bluetooth connectivity allows for turn-by-turn navigation through a Yamaha app. Heated grips and an adjustable windscreen are available as options, showing that while the XT600 is simple, it doesn't ignore rider comfort. The seat has been carefully designed for long hours in the saddle, and with a fuel tank offering around 15 liters, riders can expect a range of about 300 kilometers before refueling. For those who want more, Yamaha offers an auxiliary tank option and full touring accessories, including panniers, crash bars, and skid plates. And then comes the part that truly excites adventurers, the Dakar Edition. Yamaha has a long history in rally racing, and the XT name itself is tied to the spirit of Dakar. The 2026 XT600 Dakar Edition brings that spirit to life. It features upgraded suspension, a larger fuel tank for extreme range, a rally-inspired navigation tower with dual displays, and reinforced protection for the engine and frame. This edition is not just a styling exercise, it is built for real-world rally conditions. For riders who dream of desert crossings and long-distance expeditions, the Dakar Edition is a factory-built answer to those dreams. What makes the XT600 special is not just the specs or the features, it's the philosophy behind it. In a world where motorcycles are becoming more complex, more electronic, and more expensive, the XT600 feels refreshingly honest. It's not about luxury, it's not about power bragging rights, it's about riding pure, simple, adventurous riding. It's the kind of motorcycle that reminds you why you fell in love with two wheels in the first place. It invites you to get dirty, to take the long way home, to keep going when the road ends. It's not just transportation. It's freedom on two wheels. For older riders, the 2026 XT600 is a nostalgic return to a legend they once admired or rode. For younger riders, it is an opportunity to experience a style of motorcycling that is rare today, one that values resilience and exploration over flash and excess. And for everyone, it is a reminder that the spirit of adventure is timeless. But Yamaha has hidden a surprise with the 2026 XT600. Toward the end of its announcement, they revealed that the bike would also be available in a limited heritage edition, styled exactly like the original XT500, complete with retro paint, minimalist graphics, and a throwback seat design. This heritage edition combines the soul of the past with the reliability of the present, giving fans of the old-school thumper a reason to celebrate. It's not just a bike, it's a tribute to the machine that started it all. The return of the XT600 in 2026 is more than just the launch of a motorcycle. It's the rebirth of a legend, a statement that true adventure doesn't need to be complicated. Yamaha has given riders a machine that is simple, honest, and capable, yet modern enough to meet today's needs. It is proof that some names never fade. They live on generation after generation, carrying the same message: freedom, durability, and the spirit of exploration. This is Z Auto Advisor, and the 2026 Yamaha XT600 is not just another motorcycle. It is a doorway to adventure, a machine built for riders who believe that the journey is more important than the destination. And if you stay tuned, you might just discover that Yamaha has one more surprise waiting, a future where the XT family grows even bigger, bringing more legends back to life.